Hello everyone, it's Fred again from Notes of a Nomad, video number 403. Today I want to talk about the middle way or the middle path, which really has to do with moderation, looking at things and living in a way of moderation. And this topic arose in a recent after party we have after our Agora meetings, where we meet and discuss all sorts of topics. At that particular after party, we had a friend of ours who was from Ukraine, and he was informing us and showed us a picture of a building that had been struck by a missile for the day before. And he, of course, lost some of the people that he knew who lived in that building. Also, we had another lady attending from Egypt, and she has been impacted in the last few months by what's going on in Gaza because she has some friends in Gaza who've lost some family members in the bombing. And in fact, there's a worker that she knows who she's not able to find in contact. So she's not familiar with what his status is. And of course, this has an impact on her. And as we were talking, Ravi from Nepal, the fellow who organized my 3 month trip earlier in 2023, saying, "Oh, Buddha has the middle way." And I said, "Well, what's that?" He said, "Well, you don't go from one extreme to the other. You look for like common ground in the middle way." So let me show you. I thought, well, that's interesting. I didn't know anything about Buddha, but let me find out what the middle way was. And here's one example that Buddha taught the middle way, for example, between luxury and self denial. Luxury, you have all sorts of goods and you have everything in your life, probably material things, or you live a life deprived of poverty with no luxury. But there is a middle way, something that you can enjoy your life without going to excessive and extremes. Also, I found out though Aristotle had something very similar called the golden mean. And that means that, for example, you look for a mean or the middle way or the way in moderation. For example, in self-expression, instead of being a wimp, you have, you have a good temper, you have patience with other people, or you don't be excessive in the hot-tempered area. And there's a lot of areas such as, justice. In other words, being unjust with other people. But or the mean would be having fairness with everyone. Or in excess, well, you just undiscerning, don't really care. So those are the sort of ways, many ways when you look at it, like you can either be deficient in hope and be hopeless in this, or you can, be moderate with hope, or it could just be totally foolish. So those are some examples that were given in what Aristotle had to say. So I think it wasn't only Buddha, it wasn't only Aristotle. If you look at almost every religion, even philosophers, you'll see they often say things like this particular quote: everything in moderation, including moderation, is what Buddha said. Or that's one quote attributed to him. So what I learned by looking at after what Ravi had told me about the middle way was, it's nothing new. It's been around for thousands of years, and yet it's not really applied. We often say, "Oh, we don't like those people. They are our enemies," or whatever, we politically. So if we can just find the middle way, we can make sound decisions and we can collaborate. And that can have positive impact on things like social injustice and discrimination and environmental issues, politics and economics, and our sustainability of our lifestyles. It can also impact our mental health and our work-life balance, and it'll give us our overall life satisfaction instead of going to one extreme to the other. It can also result in a more ethical and harmonious society. So there's a lot of benefits of moderation and looking for that center ground rather than one extreme to another. So with that, I will say that's what I learned at the after party at Agora meeting recently when Ravi suggested what Buddha said, the middle way. So I want to say au revoir, adios, wishing you, your family, and friends lots of love and laughter throughout the forthcoming year. Bye for now from Fred and Notes of a Nomad. Until next time.